Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting edition of Torah Talks from the House of Rabs. Tonight I'm your host, I'm Rabbi Rabs, and to my right is the very holy Levi ben Abraham, a.k.a. Luke Ford. Say hello.
Hello.
And tonight we have, you may have noticed there's something different about tonight, because normally we have a different set than
Why
this.
is this night different from all other nights?
Manish Tana Halayla Hazeh. Because all other nights we are in front of the curtains that are dirty, right, and haven't been cleaned in 20 years. And tonight you're saying, hey, there's something odd behind Levi and Rabs. Why is there a different set tonight? Why are we coming at them from a different angle? So just real quickly, I'll turn and show everybody what we have going on behind us. We have a 50-inch big screen. Do we have a 50-inch big screen, Levi?
We do.
We have a 50-inch big screen. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, ours is bigger. Okay? Now you're saying, what does that have to do with Torah? Well, if you look at this week's Parsha, what's this week's Parsha, Levi?
Terumah?
Parshas Terumah. It talks about how the Shekhinah came down and rested in the
Holy of Holies.
In the Holy of
Holies.
Right? But like today, we don't see the Shekhinah. It turns out I have it right here. I got all 50 inches of the Shekhinah right here. It comes down in the form of a big screen TV. So we have a big screen TV. It's a unique feature. We're very happy to have it here on the show. And to be honest, it was actually, because you're saying to yourself, this guy doesn't have an apartment. His guy has an apartment that's 40 inches wide, so how does he fit a 50-inch big screen in it, right? Well, this is one of the things they discussed in the Gemara, in the Talmud, was how do they fit the Shekhinah in measurements that are too small for it. So, that was a miracle on its own that we fit it in there, and so there's that. Now, the thing is, you're saying, well, Rabs and Levi are starving to death. How do they afford a big screen for the backdrop? And the answer is, we didn't pay a penny for it, because one of you folks was kind enough to sponsor us and had it delivered to us, so we didn't pay a penny, and we appreciate that. And the idea is that we should be able to use it to augment the show by having things appear on it while we talk, right? Mm-hmm. Like we're talking about Torah, we're talking about the Rambam, and a picture of the Rambam comes up, right? Levi starts talking about, his porn days, and
I didn't even remember those days. It's so long ago.
Right. So here's the problem. Turns out it's not as easy to make that happen as possible, because the TV doesn't know how to bring those things up. You need to connect it to a laptop, right? Or to a computer. And to do that, you need to have a special cable. And the cable is, I don't even know the name of it, but it's like one of these special cables with all these letters. I think it's like HD, DMI something.
Is this an HD?
This is an HD TV.
Wow.
Right? Which doesn't really help because I can't afford HD from cable. So
right.
Yeah, so there's that. But it apparently, you need to have a special cable that connects it, and we need a good, because we don't want to trip over it. We don't want to have it coming right through us here, right? So we'd have to have it come all the way around the bookcase and all the way back. We need 35 feet of cable to make that happen. So right now it's just an ornament in the background that has nothing on it. Because if you want to complete the project, you need to send us a 35-foot cable, correct?
Why does it have to be 35 feet?
How else? We measured. We took measurements.
Wait, doesn't it just go from your laptop to the
Yeah, but here's the thing. Do you want it to run right by your head and cut your head off? So you want it to be running on the floor and then accidentally step over it and snap it in the middle of the show?
No.
So the way to make it unobtrusive is it has to go down around the floor, come around the bookcase, come behind the TV. So we did some measurements, and we need 35 feet. So actually, we went to Best Buy just to check it out to see how much it was. It's way more than I can afford.
How much?
Best Buy wanted $250 for it.
No.
Yeah. So
you could hire a Mexican much cheaper than that.
You could hire 3 Mexicans, and you might even get a burrito sandwich out of it, right? Okay, so there's that. So that's all we need. So now we have this blank TV, and you're thinking, well, why don't you just cut a DVD and stick it in there and have it the images come on, right? Mm-hmm. But the problem is, turns out if I create a DVD on my laptop, my DVD reader can't read it. So there's nothing we can do. We can't just put on TV channels because
then we couldn't put this on YouTube.
We can't put it on YouTube because it's a copyright infringement. Right. So what we need now is we've got everything to make this really hip, really progressive kind of down with the modern technology thing, and have a nice backdrop, show stuff. But we need to connect it to my laptop. We need an HDDI something cable that connects the two things together. And
No, we don't even want that because it's just going to cause me headaches trying to put the stuff on YouTube. And
no.
Well, every image you put up there, I'm going to have to show that I own it.
But you do. We'll put photos of you up there, and we'll put photos of like we're talking.
Some of the people I've done scenes with.
We're not going to go there. We'll make like a video of ourselves together, and we'll image it through there. Make a video or something. We'll come up with some crazy ideas. You can send us your ideas, folks, of what you want up there, but the point is, it's not going to happen unless we have this hardware piece of cable. So that's the first thing we do is the pitch. Where we start off with the pitch, you got to send us the cable, right? So just go on, bestbuy.com or probably a cheaper deal. I don't want to have anything to do with it. Research the internet, find the cable, 35 feet, send it to us. We'll install it, and then we'll make things go from there. Okay, does that make sense to you, Levi?
Okay.
That makes sense to you. Okay, so we have a few people in the chat room, so I want to give a real quick shout out. We've got Brett's in there. Hey, Brett. Hey, Hector. Hey, Malachi. Hey, Henry. Justin's in there. I bumped into Justin the other night at Mexico Show. I'll talk about that later. And hey, Faith, how's it going? There's a couple of people who are watching us, and they haven't signed in, so just go ahead, create a login, join the chat room. Levi, take it away. What do you want to talk about next?
Your photo shoot today.
Oh, you want to talk about that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what happened today was, you ever heard of Los Angeles Magazine?
Yes.
Is it what kind of magazine is it? I don't know anything about it.
It's a big Los Angeles magazine.
Oh, the biggest LA magazine is doing a feature story coming up in a couple of months in their magazine, and they're going to be featuring Mexikosher, which is a Mexican kosher restaurant.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And today they sent a photographer from the magazine to take photos of the restaurant and the owner and everything. And the owner invited me in, and they shot me as well.
Were you eating when they shot you?
They had me eating a gigantic burrito. The burrito was the size of Montana. This thing was gigantic. This thing was bigger than my big screen. This thing was so big, and they had me eating it. Like I'm just like one of the frenemies in town. I'm like you know what I mean, right? So that was the photo shoot today. So you look for me in upcoming editions of Los Angeles Magazine, the biggest magazine in Los Angeles that doesn't show pornography in it, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so there's that. So what's going on by you? Did you go to the Limu to LA this weekend?
No, I didn't.
Why didn't you go to that?
Didn't have any money.
Oh, was that the reason?
Yeah.
Because you went last year.
I did. But now there's no more room on my credit cards. This is the time of the end for my credit cards.
Well, how's the business going, Levi?
Terrible.
Oh, what's happening?
Nothing. Like 2 or 3 students a week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So it says all beginnings are hard.
Oh, great. So it's so long for the health insurance.
I don't have health insurance.
Yeah, well, look at you.
What is that supposed to mean? You don't want to end up like this.
Those who understand will understand.
Okay. All right, then. So what else you got?
Let's talk about our audience tonight.
We have a live audience tonight. Can I get a round of applause from our audience?
Wow, it is going crazy. Folks, not so much enthusiasm.
We need those like applause signs in the back, It's like, when you go to a sitcom, don't you guys know how it's done? It's like I crack a joke and you're supposed to laugh, right? And if it doesn't work, then I have to crack the same joke again. So let's do it again. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it from our live audience.
Woo! How can you tell the people who are married in the audience?
Because they're engaged in their laptops.
Yeah.
It just goes to show that the half-life of
a relationship,
is 6
about
months.
6 months. Like, it's so sad when they're like engaged in their separate laptops, and like just the thrill is gone. The whole excitement of being together has waned, and now all they've got is the internet and like 50 lonely years together ahead. And maybe we should do some Torah-based counseling. Because we both have so much marital experience.
Ah. By the way, your name got mentioned. I went in with them last night, with a couple of the audience members. Once again, a big round of applause for the audience members. I went with a couple of